Yo, what is good? Konnichiwa, boku wa Rocky desu, and welcome back to another Chainsaw Man read through, man. I've missed you guys. I hope you've missed these reactions as well too. I have missed this story so goddamn much, bro. The idea to stack a couple of chapters wound up being a 6 week wait. So here we are. But nonetheless, man, I'm just really pumped, of course, to get back into it, of course, with you guys. Today we've got chapters 149, 150, and 151. Now, I've been able to stay away from spoilers, which has been great. I just want to say thank you so much to every single one of you guys who is still here and who's obviously subscribed and support. If you're not already and you want to stick around for more Chainsaw Man stuff, but not even just Chainsaw Man stuff, manga stuff, and of course anime stuff, because we're starting to post a lot more of that, then yeah, of course, do feel free to stick around if you guys enjoy the vibes. But yeah, man, of course, we're back. Obviously, we're back with Chainsaw Man. We're back with this haircut. As a result, I thought that, let's go back to old times and bring it back and let's run it back. But yeah, some updates really quickly just before we go any further. Fire Punch, I say it in every video, still coming, all right? Do not worry, do not stress, still on the agenda, all right? I've got a bit in excess to that actually to add, and that is that on top of basically just kind of like what we do at the moment, in terms of, manga reactions and stuff, there's also some other things that I've been wanting to do, just RE manga, in terms of how I share my opinions about them and stuff like that. So I mean, I don't really think that manga reads are going to go anywhere, but one type of thing that I'd really like to try doing is more like manga video essays, if that makes sense. And perhaps I can kind of weave my reactions into those to kind of like prove some of the points that I talk about, or to illustrate some of the points in the story that, of course, I reacted to and talked about as well too, as an extra way to like kind of drive things home. But I'm of course very passionate about a lot of these stories and a lot of the stuff that we talk about, and I love hearing you guys talk about it as well too. So hopefully you guys can look forward to those. Fire Punch is basically the fence that I've been sitting on as far as the test subjects for that is concerned, which is why I haven't moved on it yet. Okay, so there's a lot coming, of course, with that. There's also a video that I'd love to make about part 1 versus part 2. At this point, of course, we saw that Reze's arc is getting an adaptation, right? So Bomb Girl arc, that's getting an adaptation, which I think is going to be sick. But yeah, I know that other people have talked about part 1 versus part 2, but I don't know. Some of you guys say that I have good insight. A lot of you guys stick around for what I have to talk about as well too. So I kind of just thought, you know what, maybe I should just be a little bit more confident and go ahead and try and put my thoughts into words a little bit better. Maybe with a script that I'll enjoy writing and stuff like that, and yeah, hopefully give you guys something fun that's interesting and that we can talk about stuff with. So yeah, I'd really love to do that. But either way, today, right, as smooth as my haircut is, my brain is about to be even smoother, man. Here is where my brain goes to die, as I said earlier. I have read through some recent chapters. I did actually just re-catch myself up on Room 606 Sword again as well too recently, and as expected, I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. I don't know, right? I know that there's a 3-week break after this. It's understandable, alright? Fujimoto, do your thing, bro. Get your ish. Have a happy holiday and stuff like that. But dear God, I really wish that we weren't so frequently visited by this devil, because also at the same time, the 3-week break devil at this point, fuck, man, like, am I gonna understand more in 3 weeks? Probably not, wow, probably not, but I'm here for it either way. So anyway, sit down, obviously strap yourself in, get a coffee or a tea or a hot chocolate or something like that, enjoy the vibes, and yeah, try not to spit it out with some of the bullshit that's probably gonna appear, man. Yeah, we sang Kumbaya by the fire, happy times all around, hashtag cult vibes, like, everything was fine. Anyway, today we've got chapter 149, Devil's Choice. Devil's Choice indeed. Anyway, I remember what we're talking about as far as like, Fire Devil, that shit's crazy. We got some crazy events happening in the world at the moment as well too. So let's go ahead and let's get straight into it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I foretold this. I warned you that mankind and the devils would go to war. This disaster is divine retribution for ignoring the prophecy. Look at this man down here, man. He's fucking dead. Join me in obeying the voice of God, and together we'll burn the Chainsaw Man army to ashes. Burn Chainsaw Man. Burn Chainsaw Man. There's no way we're chanting this shit right now like this, man. Like, dude, I swear to God, has everyone in this fucking world gone insane? You know? Like, I feel like at the moment, this arc is just so chaotic, man. Like, it's also, like, I feel like there's minimal cookage at the same time, in as much as, like, the payoff. Because, again, I still don't know what the fuck's going on. But also at the same time, everyone's just lost it. You know, Bottom, he's lost it. Quan Chi's back. Where is she, though? I don't know. Where's it? Don't know. Where, I mean, I know where Power is, bro. Anyway, she's in the ground. Either way, and when I say in the ground, like, she in hell, bro. She gone. Anyway. I was like, I don't even fucking know where she is, right? But, you know, there's so many other characters where I'm like, where are we, man? Like, what's going on? But meanwhile, everyone else on the surface, we're losing our minds out here. Crazy. Nayuta seems to be the only one that's, like, remotely kind of sane, and same with Denji, and that's really saying something. Anyway, burn Chainsaw Man. Ooh, boy, this is exactly how I feel. Ooh, boy. While we've been running, the outbreak escalated into something out of an apocalypse movie. You can say that again. Hey, this is an emergency, right? If push comes to shove, I'll bust out the chainsaws. Don't be ridiculous. This is the worst time to turn into Chainsaw Man. Yeah, literally as they say, burn Chainsaw Man. He's like, I got this, man. Go ahead, you know? Like, I'll show him who the real one is. You'll get burned, my man. My man will get burnt. Is this foreshadowing, though? Like, are we going to get burnt somehow as well, too? Fire Devil. Makes sense, right? Do not let him cook. Or get cooked, because he will get cooked. If those people see you transformed, they'll burn you to a crisp. And also, remember, we're not supposed to transform anyway. Don't worry. I'll protect. Don't you dare say that. Because if you are the next to die, Fumiko, I'm going to be fucking mad. Alright? If you die, like, dude, I dead set, man. Every single woman that has ever entered this man's goddamn life has been so unfortunate for him. Right? Look at his face here as well, too. Huh? Like, I'll protect you too. I have no doubt that you can. But please do not let this be a setup for her death. We don't need your protection. Yeah, you tell her. Right? Take it back so that she lives. I'm stronger than you. I'll kill anything that attacks us. And if humans attack us, could you kill them too? No, duh. Humans are weak sauce compared to devils. Weak sauce. Dude, her face, man. Okay. Alright, okay, sure. What have you been teaching her? Whatever's on educational TV. I'm worried about the apartment. Yeah, true. What if they start torching buildings for real? The pets are hungry. We gotta go home. Come on, we obviously can't do that. I guarantee you those church freaks have staked out your apartment. Bro, if something happens to the dogs, man... Dude, I'm worried, eh? Like, if something happens to the dogs, Nayuta, she could potentially, like, she could fucking flip, you know? The pets are totally waiting to be fed. Let's hurry. I can't let you go home. We'll shelter you two at a public safety facility. Nah, look, we can't even go home to check on the pets at least. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit, girl. Hey, look. Hey, look. Yeah, and what about humans, hey? We were just asking about that. No, you just... Go ahead. Try me. Whoa. Damn, got the old lady. Rip. Damn, okay. Anyway, we move. Oh, shit. Ooh, like, dude, that's... Oog is so right. Ooh. Freaking grabbed immediately, like that order came through like it was nothing. Take this. Tickle attack. Oh, indeed. Run, Fumiko. We can manage on our own. If you stick around, she'll kill you for real. Denji trying to protect her at least, hey? Because, I mean, also at the same time as well, too, I did say, like, Fumiko's saying she'll protect. I mean, dude, if it's not anyone else who's going to kill you, it's going to be Nayuta, to be honest, in this sense. And at least she knows what's good for her, too. Run. But does she stay hidden for sure? Nayuta. Okay, let's head home now. I just read that in my head, my bad. You really tried to kill her just now, didn't you? Ooh, dude, the paneling guy, like, still, always. Like, this is the thing I miss the most, eh? Just that expressionless face. You can't even see her eyes. I love it. It's fine for devils to kill living things of any kind. Fish swim. Trees photosynthesize. It's the same thing. You must feel it instinctually too. Hurting people makes you feel alive, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Denji, want to join the devil's side with me? Bro, one thing I've always thought about, hey, or especially thought about with this incarnation, I guess you could say, of Makima, is, and I mean, I guess we've already talked about this before in the manga as well, is what stops her, or what is stopping her at this point currently from regressing back to the same incarnation of the control devil that she was previously? Like, what's stopping Nayuta from turning into essentially who Makima used to be? You know, in terms of the way that she sees the world, the way that her worldview has been created, the way that she, you know, blooms into herself as the control devil. You know what I mean? Because really at the moment, it's kind of just Denji. Is Denji enough? Will circumstances wind up being too much for her in terms of maybe perhaps what gets taken away from her? If Denji is taken away from her, what type of toll will that take on her? Will it take a toll? You know, these are the type of questions that I'm asking myself, especially with her. But I think that's going to be really interesting to see, like, what Nayuta's limits are, you know? Because obviously, here, she's gone ahead and she's gone to try and kill Fumiko purely just because she can't go home here. You know, this is a wish that her and Denji both have. They both just want to go home. They want to go home. They want to go and check on the pets. My reading of it is that the pets mean a lot to her. The dogs mean a lot to her, of course. Like, she sleeps with them all the time. Like, you know, they're I mean, I guess you could say that they're like comfort for her. And similarly, this works into what we were talking about and what we really kind of read into Makima as a character in terms of why she controlled people, why she felt the need to control people, why it is that she did what she did, right? And so dogs, I guess, in a way here, similarly, although they're pets, that they give comfort to humans, like, you know, they're man's best friend, just like they give comfort to devils as well too, in as much as, you know, Nayuta here. The thing is I wonder what it would take for her to snap, you know? And I wonder what it is that she's gonna do when she does snap, you know? Especially if she snaps as she is right now, you know? Because she's not fully quite there at, like, Makima's capacity, at least as far as we're aware at this point. This puts a lot of public safety approach to her in perspective with how they've seen her freely overuse her power in daily life. For sure, right? And I mean, especially if you remember, like, if you think about it anyway, like, Nayuta, so Makima's previous incarnation is dead, right? And she's obviously reincarnated as Nayuta. She's growing really fast, she's doing all of this really quickly. But for public safety, it's just been a matter of weeks, really. Like, you know, nothing's really too different than to how it was like a couple of months ago when Makima was still here before we decided to go ahead and pack her up in a fucking Tupperware container and eat her for lunch the next day as leftovers. You know? Like, nothing has really changed for us since then. And so, of course, they're still like, whoa, like, anything could happen at any second. So, of course, like, I think definitely through observing Nayuta at this point, we're really able to get a bit more of an insight into, like, why it is that public safety is doing what they're doing. I think it's at this point as well, too, I've kind of abandoned the idea, because I feel like naturally my mind was going for this anyway. I've abandoned the idea of trying to figure out who the good guys are and who the bad guys are. Because also at the same time, there might not necessarily be either, really. If motives make sense, good and bad really at the end of the day, funnily enough, similarly to kind of like what Nayuta was just saying, good and bad are human concepts, really. You know, fish, like trees photosynthesize, fish swim. It's the laws of nature, right? Like it's the law of survival. Like, you know, devils obviously exist because they are the literal embodiment of people's fears. Like, as long as people fear things, devils are going to exist as well too. They're always going to be a burden to humans in that regard. And of course, naturally, we've got devil hunters, but like, devils exist because humans exist. So, like, fuck, do we need to get rid of humans in order to really get rid of devils? It's a matter of, you know, I've kind of mulled over that, and I'm like, well, you know, the good and the bad probably isn't necessarily as like important at this point. Motives, I think, are. I really want to see more of that, but yeah, I think, yeah, it's really kind of crazy. I think observing Nayuta, and especially public safety, and the devil's side as well too. Like, what are we fighting for here? You know, you can't be serious. I gave it a lot of thought before I fell asleep. Human culture's fun and all, but isn't it suffocating? It fucking is. If we ruled over people as devils, we could pig out on our favorite foods whenever we want. We could own cats of every breed, or even 100 dogs. Which is not wrong. But what about your friends at school? Honestly, who cares if they die? You don't care either, right? I'm all you need. This is kind of, I mean, what's more suffocating? Human culture? Human culture or Nayuta? What's more suffocating to Denji here? Because, I mean, what she's saying as well too is that I am all you need. I am your world. Make me the epicenter of everything and all will be good. But then again, you lock yourself into prison either way. Hopefully these two don't wind up at odds with each other though. You just remembered Asa Mitaka, didn't you? Why is that loser important to you? You risked your life to protect her the other day too. I don't get it. 'Cause we kissed. How dare you say that? Right in front of her. Right in front of her goddamn salad, bro. Look at her sitting. She's standing there, fist clenched right now. Man's, you know, hunched over. He's like almost like regretting it. You know, he's obviously sorry about it. He feels bad, but dude, even just like, you know, the scene around them, it's just this desolate alley in shadow, and she's telling her that right here. Some of the most crazy shit happens in these alleys in Chainsaw Man. You know? Please don't let another thing go crazy. That's it? I thought you were going to go crazy. No, thank God. I'm back. I've kissed a bunch of times up until now, and it always went horribly wrong. Oh, no. 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 That kiss with Asa was the one time I didn't get hurt. Man literally kissed the war devil, bro. Man literally kissed the goddamn war devil. Oh, it didn't hurt, man. Do you like her? This much. What about me? It's kind of cute, though. No, it's kind of cute, though. Come on, man. Isn't this crazy, though? Like, doesn't it kind of really show just how... I guess you could say it shows a couple of things. It shows just how childish Nayuta still is, but also at the same time how much trust she puts in Denji's words. Because she's not about to go ahead and question him on it, if that makes sense. Like, do you really? You know, she's not even doubting him here. All it takes is just the widening of the arms, and then she's satisfied with that. Fine. I won't kill humans. Now, let's hurry home. Mush. Also, what's terrifying about that, scarily enough, is that God forbid he does have feelings for someone more than he has feelings for Nayuta, though. Because then, what's implied here is that that is her trigger. that is what's enough for her to fucking lose it. Because just as she wants to be Denji's world, I think that, you know, she wants, yeah, she wants to be Denji's world. I think she also wants him to think of her as such as well, just as much. Like that's her control thing. Because I mean, realistically, like think about it. If you want control, if you want, say, control over people, right? All of it stems from something anyway. Of course, devils naturally themselves, exactly, right? Devils naturally themselves are the embodiment of human fears, right? But if you like kind of unpack those human fears a little bit more, albeit like into specifics anyway, why is it that people require people around them? Why is it that people require love? Why is it that people require attention and validation? And it's because they've been abandoned before, you know? Just as everyone experiences abandonment, everyone experiences the want, the need for love, for connection with others as well too, right? And here, I think in that regard, you can see that, here's the thing, Nayuta doesn't want to be abandoned, man. The moment she starts to feel abandoned, it's all over, Red Rover. I feel she's done. And she goes crazy. Or rather, should I say, even if we want to like kind of pack it down into something that's a lot more, like a lot less like grandiose in terms of like, oh, she destroys the world and she tries to revert back into Makima. Like, instead of that, it's rather just she loses her will to protect humans. Like, if she loses Denji, she loses her will to protect humans. And maybe something sets her off like that. But also, I love it. Mush. Mush. Mush, you dog. I love that. Yeah, the interesting part, right? Makima wishing to make an equal connection. Yep. You know what I find as well too, funnily enough, is that even though she loves him here, just as we've referred to public safety as public safety dogs, right? Fumiko is just a public safety dog. Denji is also Makima n/Nayuta's dog. Anyway, we move. Next chapter. Fuck, I missed this. I don't know about you guys, man, but I really missed long Chainsaw Man reactions. I really missed them. Why? Because I don't feel like my world is coming to an end in 10 minutes. You know? I love that. Anyway. Chapter 150. Dream's next stage. Love the light. Fucking stunning. This alleyway actually looks really clean too. Anytime I see a dumpster or like a trash disposal though, low-key, I always remember the start where my man was literally just dismembered in front of one, like in one. Beautiful art, man. Yeah, I love this. I'm totally fine with Fujimoto taking breaks, honestly, man, if it means that we get art this pretty, honestly. There are people going to work despite the disaster. It's a surprisingly ordinary day. Yeah, it's kind of fucking creepy as hell, man. Like, you literally got bodies being loaded into the back of trucks, and then these people are just desensitized as hell. It's almost kind of like they're brainwashed, you know? Dark as hell. I might have school tomorrow too. Yeah, this is their just their normal life. Is this a flashback almost? Yeah. Oh shit. Oh yeah. Gotta get back to the apartment. Back to my ordinary life. I'm living the life I'd always dreamed of. I don't need to be Chainsaw Man anymore. Hear that, Pochita? Because I'm super happy right now. Even without his like facial expressions, you can tell, man, this man's just on cope. All of this is cope for him. Why has he got to constantly reassure himself that this is the right path? The right path feels right. It's not something that you have to like constantly, like ritualistically almost tell yourself, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Like, you know, fake it till you make it type stuff. Are you good, fam? My guy. Yeah, fucking damn. Oh, damn. Oh, no, punch that, bro. How long has it been since we seen this man just in a panel? Pain. Our dream came true. I know, right? Okay, then look at him, bro. He's just patting himself. What will you dream of next? Next? Do you want a lot of girlfriends? Or maybe money? Next, I want to be Chainsaw Man. What is going on, man? Our house is on fire. Oh, bro, look who's like, is this, bro, I see the suspenders. Is this button right at the crime scene, man? I know, look, I'm on cope again. What is going on, man? What is happening, man? Nah, dude, the dogs are gone. Our ordinary, nah, okay. Yeah, see you later. Ordinary life. Oh, man. All that he wants, like literally all my man wants is to just like, he just wants to chill, you know? He doesn't have, and here's the thing that always gets me about Denji. He hasn't ever really had like these crazy dreams from the start, you know? Like even part 1, even like think back to the anime adaptation, right? All he's wanted is like food, shelter, and that's it. Like the absolute bare minimum. And then he found out, oh, I can get more than the bare minimum? Oh, that's crazy. And then his bare minimum even is still being taken away from him here, you know? Sure, he's got Nayuta, but like, you know, Nayuta's not like a place to sleep. She's not food on the table per se. And also what this means anyway is just that his entire life is being upended again. Jesus fucking Christ. This panel though, I mean, well, she, you listened well. She's not food on the table yet. What will you dream of next? Do you want a lot of girlfriends? Or maybe money? I don't know why, man, but my mind went straight to like 100 kanoj off of that, like 100 kan off of that. That was completely out of line, Bochita. That's crazy, man. Next, I want to be Chainsaw Man, he says. Be Chainsaw Man then, bro. Do you? Man. The pets. Denji. Dude's running on his damn own. He cares about it too, you know. Nah. Even being tripped over at the finish line here. Yeah, you fucking... Yeah, alright, bitch. That's crazy. Look, okay, I'm calming down. If you're gonna burn someone, it's gotta be family. He's not wrong. He knows how to get to him. I figured killing Asamitaka wouldn't fire you up that much. You barely know her, after all. What, so I'd take your livelihood away from you, your life? Plus, cats and dogs seemed more flammable, you know? Oh, he's gonna... Oh, is this ripcord? Oh, do it. Oh, what's happening? Oh, okay, no, he's being shot. Fuck that. Come on, man. Oh, I wanted him to pull the ripcord, man. That Fumiko came in clutch there, man. Aim for his head and hands. His devil transformation trigger is a molar. Yeah, true. Oh, what's behind us? Oh, bruh. Oh my god. Goodness. Dear Lord. Dear Lord. Well, welcome back. Yeah. Right. Severed in half, man. My guy never had a goddamn chance. You know how everyone was like, oh, I think Asa's gonna need a hand. I think this man needs a hand, an arm, a lower body. Whatever's remaining of his torso. I'm glad Fumiko kind of got out scot-free, man. At least she didn't get fucking severed. Jesus Christ, man. Blended indeed. Nah, dude. Yeah, you see, look. The devils at this point, and then public safety, and who's on whose side, and all of that shit. I'm just letting it cook, honestly. This is whack. I mean, at least we were able to stop him from transforming, at least for now. But, dude, I think Denji was going to pull that shit either way. I don't know if he was just, like, kind of grabbing onto his heart for pain or something like that. Like, you know, when people, like, do that. But I think man was honestly going for the ripcord, hey. Like, this is trauma. You know what, too? What's crazy is just how accurate of a read Barem has on Denji as well, too, though. I think that's what's scary. Denji doesn't know who he's dealing with. You know? He doesn't know who he's dealing with. And this is like one of the first things that like really kind of like sets out your advantage in any type of like war, conflict, skirmish, whatever the fuck you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. He has no idea what or who he's dealing with. He knows a bit about Barem and stuff like that, but really through that, he's not necessarily like the sharpest tool in the shed either, Denji. But Barem knows so much about him, let alone the fact that like Asa's not really gonna Asa's not gonna really do too much for him. I'm sure that he would probably, you know, be upset about Asa. I have no doubts. And again, where the fuck is Asa right now, right? I have no doubts that he would retaliate in some way, shape, or form. But dude, going right for the home where it hurts, you know, displace this man. Get rid of his home. Get rid of his pets, the others that he loves, right? He loves Nayuta, he cares for Nayuta, but also at the same time, even Denji can understand. Similar to, even a devil can understand, rather should I say, that animals, especially smaller animals like cats and dogs, don't really have the ability to harm anyone. They should be protected. You have maternal and paternal instincts to protect them, you know? Even Power, a devil, understood that. Barem does as well too. Yet look at just how fucking cold this man is with it. He's a devil, so it's not like he's completely incapable of being able to feel the same way. But he knows just how much Denji loves and cares about them, so you know what? Go straight for the heart. Then what happens? Go ahead. Pull your ripcord. He is. But what I mean is that, like, even then, right? He's abandoned kind of like, or rather should I say, he doesn't really have that same type of like complex to protect, if that makes sense. Like, I mean, like, God, a dog or a cat, there's really kind of like no use in killing them. There'd be no point. It's like, one, a waste of time, but also on top of that, like, you'd want them not to get hurt if possible. I think, you know, all's fair in war anyway, you know, like, it's not necessarily like, you know, people really think about this type of stuff in the heat of the moment per se, rather. But what I mean rather is that it's not as though devils themselves, whether they be hybrids or fully formed devils, like pure bloods or whatever, it's not necessarily like they're completely incapable of being able to feel that type of like, how could I say, instinct. So it's really interesting to kind of see here, at least, how far it seems that Barem is from a human, even though he takes on a human form whilst he does all of this, compared, say, to Denji, who is a hybrid himself, who is a devil himself in that regard as well too, but one that cares about small creatures like dogs and cats, who loves them, whether it be for them or what they represent, you know, because they represent a comfortable life for him as well too. So there's that. Power was able to recognize, at least just through the warmth of a cat's blood, you know, hey, cats aren't all that bad. Exactly, right? Exactly. Even in comparison to Naita, this is what I'm talking about with, you know, whether they be hybrids or full devils, because Naita is a full devil, right? It's not like devils are like, I don't fucking care about animals, man. Like, fuck them. Yet, he's so cold and he's so calculated that he's gone ahead and he's recognized that they are literally just kindling. They're kindling for this apartment, you know? That's it. Which one did he set on fire first? Did he set the apartment on fire first, or did he set the dogs on fire first? Who knows? Honestly, that's actually one thing that I was thinking about just a couple of minutes ago. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if by, you know, like saying that, like, you know, that they're more flammable, maybe they are the kindling. Maybe he went for them first. I would doubt even that they're collateral. Like, he's probably just that sick. Who knows? But, God, that's fucked either way, man. And then this double spread that we get at the end. Jeez. Welcome back. Alright, 151. Fuck, I'm caught up. 151. The return of Chainsaw Man. Let's go. Yeah, we knew it was going to happen at some point, man. Fucking bust him out. Bust him out. Alright. Ow. That's what we're saying? That's what we're saying? I'd just be pretending to be dead at this point, man. Look at that. That hand is still flying. I'm trying to grab her gun even. Woo! Fumiko! Okay. 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 As I was saying, welcome back. Okay. Alright. I guess even the great public safety's in a state of chaos right now, because the idiots let us escape. Of course. But you guys were... You monsters! Don't misunderstand, Denji. Yes, we set your home on fire, but only because it's the key to saving the world. Huh? Say what? Every part of our rampage of terror is connected to stopping Nostradamus' prophecy. Are you insane? Are you angry? Then unleash that anger. Doing so will save the world, dude. Ha! He seriously believes that crap. What a dickhead, man. What a dickhead, man. I need to take some coffee. Hold up. Dude, my guy, he's just a microphone right now. He is just people talking. He is just regurgitating all that he's heard. Ooh, that hurts. Dude, the look on Naita's face, that stank face. You piece of crap. Get him. Yeah, go get him. Yeah, go get him. Drop dead right now. Bite off your tongue and die. I don't think it's going to be that easy. Nah, Nah, ain't no fucking way. Or nah, look, see, if she's getting physically harmed, nah, it's GG's. Naita! Move, and she dies. Looks like you can't take control of us. Is that because my body is still under Miss Makima's rule? Or because my heart belongs to her even now? Yeah, alright. Yeah, alright. We don't talk about her, bro. She became beef stroganoff. If Miss Makima were alive and she could use Chainsaw Man's power, she could have defeated the Death Devil and a controlled, peaceful world was supposed to arrive. But you, Chainsaw Man, even though you destroyed our promise of peace, You've been lapping up the peace public safety provided to you. These flames are your punishment. Ooh. What, these ones that are about to go? Or these ones that are already happening to the house? Are we going to try and burn Nayuta alive right now? Because I hope that's not what you're saying. Yeah, get him. Yeah, get him. Oh, dude, she's so slick with it, man. Denji! Who are you? Yeah, get him. Through his shirt even, man. Like, my guy is not even reaching in for it or anything. He's just ready to rip start immediate, hey. Oh no! Pochita in front of the house, man. Yeah, man. That's the confirmation. That's his confirmation. That's your dream. Oh, dude, that gave me chills. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Denji! Oh, let's go. My guy is back. Why are you laughing? Oh, my guy is fucking back, man. Oh, dude. I'm back. My guy is back. Feels good, man. Oh, dude. It feels like this arc that we've been through took a really long time. I mean, it has taken a really long time. I think it's built us up to this, so it feels really good now that, you know, of course, he's back. But it was definitely a slow point, I feel. It's not one that I think is bad, per se. It's just, I definitely feel like this was a slower point, obviously, getting back here. You know, there's a lot of things I think that have been put down that are to be picked up later on, e.g. now, you know, like, obviously coming into view now. But yeah, dude, Barem shot. I don't think that he's still incapacitated like that for real, though. I think it's going to take a little bit more to take him down. But then again, at the same time, I'm not exactly entirely sure of what's burning right here. This kind of almost looks like a cross, like a crucifix or something. Like, is this just supposed to be what divides the two of them right now so that we can see them better? Like, I don't know if this is just here for like stylistic purposes or what this necessarily represents, unless that's you know, like, unless we're watching from across the road, like, unless we're watching actually from his house, and this is like the POV, like the POV from like inside the building or something like that. I don't really know. But I love how, like, he's hunched over, and we've seen him hunched over before, you know, even previously. We saw him hunched over in the alley. And, you know, he told Nayuta, you know, I kissed Asa and stuff like that. He's hunched over, and he looks just depressed. He looks depressed like that, and he looks depressed like that because he is, you know. His normal life that he's convinced of and stuff like that isn't quite the life that he wants to lead. Like, of course he wants security just like anyone else, but it's not really the life that he necessarily wants. He wants Nayuta to be safe. He wants to be safe. He wants his friends to be safe and stuff like that. But I think Pochita coming out and actually asking him, what next? I think is so important, because it also kind of like symbolizes, or I mean, it's not really that hard to read into, honestly, but I love the way that that's basically like, yo, it doesn't stop here, man. The journey doesn't stop here. We move. What's next? So you achieve this dream. What's your next dream? And this kind of shows, I think, for me, that Pochita is basically, I mean, he was there to save Denji's life from the start. You know, we've entered into a contract in that regard, an agreement where Pochita said, show me your dreams, right? But it's not necessarily just, exactly, I'll get into that in a sec, right? It's not exactly, like, you know, all of a sudden it's just one one dream and then it's done, and then, you know, you've achieved that, and good job, buddy, we did it. So I guess now it's time where we can pack it in and we can lose sight of maybe what it is that we wanted, and I guess things end here. Like, shit's hit the fan, back's against the wall. I guess that's about it. Where do I go from now? Do I just live an ordinary life or something like that? Pochita here is his encouragement to keep dreaming, right? His encouragement. I guess you could say as well too that Pochita's memories, or rather Pochita's conversation that he's having with Denji in his head right now, like, he's actively trying to encourage him. You know what you want to do. You need to be Chainsaw Man in this regard. You need to be Chainsaw Man right here, right now, in order to save what it is that you love and to take care of what it is that you love. So I like the different ways that you can read into that a lot. I think with Barem, of course, talking, like I said, right? Like we were talking about earlier, with Barem talking here about you've been lapping up the peace that public safety provided to you. I think this is really fucking poetic, man. Because it just kind of goes to show that instead of thinking about the greater good, Denji has chosen to act selfishly, rather, or live inside the box, live inside the birdcage, you know? Especially if we go back even to, you know, the painting at the cafe, there was a birdcage there and all of that type of stuff. He's chosen to live inside of that birdcage that public safety have provided to him. But it's at the cost of everything else in the world burning, even his friends technically, you know? It's kind of like as long as his direct interests are safe and stuff like that, all is well. But here, you know, if Miss Makima were alive and she could use Chainsaw Man's power, she could have defeated the Death Devil. One, that shows us that Makima using Chainsaw Man's power, e.g. Nayuta using Denji's power, has the ability, potentially, to defeat the Death Devil. It's not necessarily a question of like, oh, can they do it? It's, yeah, they probably can. Like, the odds of it are pretty fucking strong. But, of course, we haven't been able to see that reality play out, so we really can't say for sure. But the fact that we're saying that she could have defeated the Death Devil is big. A controlled, peaceful world was supposed to arrive, right? One where Makima rules, but then, you know, basically we get rid of the Scourge, get rid of the Death Devil. How idealistic this is, and whether or not this even winds up being for the greater good per se, is debatable, right? But you, Chainsaw Man, even though you destroyed our promise of peace, you've been lapping up the peace public safety provided to you. It's almost like this is a war of ideals, you know, in a way. What is peace? Peace is simply just the state where you experience the absence of war. That's one of the theories surrounding peace. How long does peace last? Is peace eternal? How do you achieve it? How do you attain it? Are there differing levels of peace? And does everyone revel in peace? Or are others outcast? And is it really for the greater good? Or is it just for the good of those who have the means to be able to attain peace? Whether it be through war, like the means of war or something like that. You know? Like, what side of, like, who does history favor? You know? Typically the victors, right? Just because the victors win and they attain peace and stuff like that, does that mean that it's necessarily, like, for the greater good? Debatable. Depends on what perspective you're trying to, like, look at it from, right? Now, I know that has little to do with this, but I just guess I really like the writing in this. Good guys always win, right? All that type of stuff. And so it kind of plays into a little bit what I was talking about earlier, where it's really interesting to kind of like see how Barem has internalized Makima's ideals in a way. That world that she was looking for. But also as well to, I guess, I need to go back and read. I think, again, I've read this like 4 times at this point. I've read Chainsaw Man like 4 times at this point, and I go through and I find shit, and I'm like, oh yeah. Like, oh yeah. And has anyone else, has that happened to anyone else? I'm sure it has. Anyway, yeah, there's there's, I think, a lot to Barem, but also I do think as well too that in a way that, you know, Denji is Makima's dog, Denji is Narita's dog, you know, Fumiko is public safety's dog. I think in a way Barem is Makima's dog as well too, you know. He's also clinging to the past in this regard. Although, you know, that being said, it's not like it's the distant past, so he's really just kind of like picking up where she left off. But it's going to be interesting to see whether or not this world winds up coming into view. Because also at the same time, coexistence is basically completely off the table, right? You know? Coexistence is completely off the table. Not that it was ever really attainable anyway, but, you know, the goal of this is that we need to defeat the Death Devil. It's got to be gone. Oh, for sure. 100%, right? But the Death Devil has to be gone at all costs. There's no way. There's no way that we can exist in this world without it even. There's no way that peace can be attained. And again, is it just too idealistic? Are we resisting the forces of nature themselves? Because also at the same time, again, remember, devils are born from human fears. So really, humans are the source of the existence of devils. Do they exist objectively on their own? Don't know. You know? Who's right here? Don't know. Anyway, I'm going to stop. I had a very great time reading with you guys today. I really hope that you guys did as well too. I'm really excited, of course, to continue Chainsaw Man with you again very soon. I do just want to say, obviously, don't despair for anyone who's like, oh, well, guess I'll see you in 2 months for another Chainsaw Man manga read-through reaction video. Because it won't be that long. Like I said, I really kind of like want to do a video essay, perhaps where I kind of talk about part 1 and part 2, even if it's just characters, honestly. You know, I would be really interested in kind of like having a look into that type of stuff. I can't necessarily say that it's going to happen, but I would be really interested to know whether or not anyone would be interested in watching those types of videos from me as well too, because of course if you guys are interested, then that will of course certainly motivate me to of course do that. But I really want to. I wanted to do some of those types of videos for a while. It might be different, or it's not. It might be different. It will be different in terms of like normal video essay style videos. I want to put some of the actual manga reaction clips in there to illustrate some of those points, which I think could be kind of fun. And I really like script writing, and I just like writing in general, so I kind of want to use that as an opportunity to tap into my writing bag a little bit better. It's not going to be anything too crazy because, as you've been able to see, I am a potato, especially with how I articulate myself, at least on live. But I don't know, maybe it could be fun. So let me know if you guys would be interested in any of those types of videos. But for those of you guys who are of course looking forward to more of Fire Punch, then again, do obviously take care of yourselves. Thank you so much as always for waiting for those types of reactions, and they will be coming, I promise. It's just a matter of, again, I've just constantly thought maybe I can use Fire Punch as the test subject for this new video essay format or way of sharing things or something. And it's been a lot obviously for me to get my head around because, again, I've mentioned this before, it's oversharing time with Locke apparently. But you know, I used to be pretty down on confidence in terms of like how I did these types of videos, and sometimes I feel like a fucking potato, and obviously that's just a me thing. You guys say that you enjoy them, and I really fucking appreciate that. But yeah, sometimes I just couldn't help but feel like maybe I wasn't articulating myself well enough, or I could do better or something. And so it's taken time, I think, for me to like really come to terms with the fact that, you know, I can do good, and some people like what I have to say too, and I like what I have to say, and that's cool. So, you know, we'll get there. We're getting back, all right? So hopefully you guys can look forward to that. But until then, take care, stay safe, love and appreciate you guys. Please do consider giving this video a like as well too. It helps share it to more people. Manga isn't a really big thing over on this channel, and I would love it to be, honestly, if it becomes a main thing, and you guys liking and commenting and sharing the video with other people and all of that type of stuff, one, not only means the world, but it really helps out the video as well too. So please do that if you can, but if not, or gee, please just give the channel a subscribe if you haven't already, if you enjoyed the vibes, and I'll see you guys in the next one.